Hello Trionic 7 viewers, my name is James. This is my 2002 Saab 93 Turbo anniversary. This car has done approximately 98,000 kilometres. I am the third owner in its 13-year period. It's in pretty good condition for its age and I make sure to look after it. It has a few little nicks and dings around and cosmetic things, but overall it's not a bad car for its age. I've had the car for about 3 months now. Done a couple of little things to it. I've painted the brake calipers red just to give it a bit more of a sporty appearance. See if I can focus on that for you. There we are. And I've only done this side so far just as a bit of a test. I'm very happy with it. Get out of the light. But they've come up pretty well. The rims are of course the Turbo Anniversary rims. They're designed to look like turbines. I think they look really good on this car. I don't have any plans of changing them and keep them original. The car itself, the colour is midnight blue. You can't tell at the moment, but it has what I would call a charcoal interior. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that one. It's got low profile tyres as standard. The paintwork's in pretty good nick, pretty good condition I would say. You can see a good shine on the bonnet there. It has a little bit of problems, paintwork on the rear bumper. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, and the light's probably a bit harsh, but it is fading a little. I'm going to have to get a friend of mine who's just opened a Prestige car detailing service to attend to that. I've just fitted a new badge to the front. The badge on the rear was in pretty good condition, but the front was very faded, as happens with Saab badges. So I've replaced it with a brand new badge. Hopefully the enamel will last a little bit longer on this one. Have a look inside the engine bay. Again, I'll try and get the camera to focus. It's got the standard 2-litre turbo, 150 horsepower Saab engine, 110 kilowatts. As you can see, 2-litre. It's fast enough. It's only a day-to-day driver car. It's not a race car or something I take on the track on the weekends or anything. So it's a good car for what it does. It's got the automatic transmission with the sports mode. Found that to be silky smooth. I can hardly tell it's actually changing gears, and a couple of my friends have made comments about that, that you can't even hear it changing gears. So it is silky smooth even for a 13-year-old car. One thing I don't like about this car is everything is very, very close together in the engine bay. So it's very hard to work on certain things. Just access wise is not the best. All of my headlights seem to be in good condition. I was a bit worried about that when I bought it, but they're all in good condition. Very clear, they haven't yellowed. Even the indicators are pretty good, however they have kind of yellowed a bit, but not much. As you can see on this side of the car, I've not painted the brake calipers yet. I'll have to do that in the next month or so when I get some time. I'm really taking my time with it as I want to do a good job. It's the 4-door or 5-door as they say, including the boot, and if you have a look inside, the rear seats are like brand new. I doubt they have been used much, even throughout its 13-year life. They're all in very good condition. It has the original seat mats, I should say, and if I can get the camera to focus. No, I can't. It has the original mats in both front and rear. A real key feature of this car is its interior, not just for its design but the way it's aged. It's still quite modern. I guess 2002 wasn't all that long ago, but I do know some cars really do age in their interior, and the way it's aged as well, condition wise, is fantastic. I ran a wipe over the dash this morning, and it just really does clean up nicely. This car's equipped with fog lights. As you can see there, I can change the angle of the headlights and the brightness of the lights on the dash. Obviously a headlight switch, Parker headlight. Speedometer, tacho. Something that was very interesting about this car is that it doesn't have the turbo boost gauge. I thought this was a standard feature of this particular model, but it mustn't have been because it's not on this car. It doesn't bother me too much, but it would be nice to have. I've custom fitted a handheld UHF radio, CB radio. Well, they're a different kind of radio, but they do operate in similar frequencies. Just for highway communication, and it's pretty cool to have too, just to get traffic alerts and so on. It's got the standard climate control system, standard CD player and radio. I've got no intention of changing that out. I'm quite happy with that at the moment. Your SSID, Saab information display. This one is not equipped with the pop-out cup holder in the dash. I've ordered one before, and unknowingly it's a left-hand drive cup holder. That they are specific to left-hand drive and right-hand drive vehicles, so that's just sitting in my drawer doing nothing at the moment because I can't use it on this car. I'm still looking for a right-hand drive cup holder, but they are very, very hard to find, and the only one that I have found was a little bit too expensive for what I like. I would really like one, but it's not worth as much as what they wanted, so I'll keep an eye out, and when I find one I'll definitely be purchasing it and installing it. Now, I thought this car didn't come with a cigarette lighter, simply because it wasn't with the car. I went and purchased a used one, which this one is. So I went and purchased this at a Breakers, or a Breakers if you're from England, and when I took it home and put it in the car, I noticed when I was cleaning out the car the following week that the original one was down here in between the passenger seat and the centre console. So now I've got two, so if anyone needs one, give me a yell and I'll be quite happy to post it out to you. This car is equipped with the electric windows, front and rear. Obviously you've got your button to lock all your doors. This blank here is for if you had rear heated seats, which this car does not have, and to be honest with you, I'm glad, because I don't really need it. As I said, not many people have sat in the rear seats and it's not really needed, so why equip it if I don't need it? So you've got your key mounted in the centre, typical Saab. We all know why that is. If you don't, it's so your knee doesn't go into the keys in a front impact, so your knee doesn't hit your keys in here where they're typically placed on most cars and cause damage to your leg, which is quite handy. As I said, it's got the automatic transmission. I'm capable of driving both automatic and manual, however in traffic you can't go wrong with a nice automatic, especially with sports mode. I've found that to be quite good. It's even got winter mode. Not that I'll be using that much, because I'm currently in Australia at the moment, and Australia doesn't get much snow, if any. So I don't think starting off in a high gear to stop the wheels from spinning when it's sunny is going to be of much help, but it's nice to know I've got it. I've got myself a Scania Griffin air freshener. I'm also a big fan of Scania trucks. I work with trucks, so I've always got some sort of Scania something in here, and at the moment it's an air freshener, and it smells quite good. It's a lemon. You can get them from any Scania dealership, however it's very strong when you first put it in, so just be aware of that. The front seats are quite good too. The passenger seat's in good condition, and the driver's seat's not too bad. I can't show you at the moment, I'm sitting in it, but the driver's seat is just a little bit worn, nothing too much. As I said, this car's only done 98,000 k's, so it's not like it's been sat in heaps. It's got the normal glove box. I'm pretty sure there's meant to be a light in there, so I'll have to either change a bulb or fit one. Little center console storage. I'm thinking about purchasing the cup holder accessory for this, which fits in this little cubby holder thing here. However, I could probably live without that too, so if I see one cheap enough, I may purchase one. I'll just show you the condition of everything. The door cards are in fantastic condition. Even the sun visors are fantastic. Everything's in good condition. I wouldn't say this car is like brand new, but it's not like a 13-year-old car. It's in a very good condition for its age. I'll give you another view of the rear seats. And something you may notice, this being the 2002 Turbo Anniversary model, it has turbo written in the seats, and I think that's a nice touch, and it really does add something to the interior of the car. The boot's operated by either the key mounted switch or the door mounted switch. I'm going to use the door mounted switch at the moment. So there's that locking, unlocking sound you just heard is the boot unlocking, and all the badges are in reasonable shape. I may replace this one further down the track. It's not bad though, so I won't worry about that too much. This car's equipped with a tow ball, which is good for parking in the car park. If anyone wants to run up your rear, you've got something to stop them there. But yeah, the paintwork here is not the best. I do need to get that looked at. But I'm not stressing out about that too much. Open the boot. You can see it's got quite a large boot for the size of the car. Parcel shelf there. Let's open up this carpet area here. You've got your spare tyre, wheel brace, and Saab even include a nice little toolkit which hasn't even been opened in this car, which I find quite amazing for a 13-year-old car. But you can see they've included Torx bits, which is fantastic because Saab love to use Torx bits in their cars. And you've got yourself a little jack here, but I don't use this one because I don't really trust these all that much. But if I was in a situation where I had to use it, then I would. The boot even has a little light, and even a little switch if you don't want it on, you can turn it off. So I always carry tools, jumper leads, first aid kit, and a mini air compressor. You never know when any of that's going to come in handy, and it's really not that much extra weight to carry, but you would be not very happy if you knew you could carry it and in a situation you needed it, you didn't have it. Has a ski hatch. I don't really go skiing, so it's not going to be all that use, but it will be handy for any long items I need to carry in this car. Being a Saab, everything closes with a nice thud. Everything just works, which is fantastic. This is my first car, so yes, I think I've got a pretty good car for my first car. This is unleaded fuel. Even inside the fuel cap's very nice and clean. As I said, I do look after this car to the best of my abilities. I'll see if I can get a better shot of the mats that I was trying to show you. But they are the original Saab mats, front and rear, and they are in fantastic condition. It's got a little ashtray here. And you can see the top of the parcel shelf there. I'll just start the car. One thing I did forget to show you guys is has your volume controls on your steering wheel, which is fantastic. Your source, your seeking of your tracks or radio stations, and next. It's a fantastic, for a 2002 model car, they've really been well set up. Direction indicators on the left stalk, which for Australia is rather unconventional, but I like them now. I've gotten used to the left stalk being my indicators and the right stalk being my windscreen wipers, so it's no longer a problem. I think with a Saab you really have to take a little while to get used to it. Things like the key in the middle, and any European car is going to have its lights and indicators on your left, but it is just getting used to the car, and once you're used to it, I don't think I'll go back to a different brand, because these are absolutely fantastic cars. Anyway, I'll start it up. So I'm just going to put it to the on position, and I'll show you this ID. It's doing a little check there. Engine check OK. Of course, that doesn't mean you cannot manually check your oil. You have to manually check your oil and windscreen wiper fluid and transmission oil and all the rest of it, and nothing will ever substitute for that. So make sure you do look after your car by doing those checks. Okay, I'm going to start it now. It takes a little while to start, a couple of cranks, but that's only because it needs a new battery, and I haven't got around to that yet, so I will definitely have to get a new battery. Apart from that, the car is mechanically sound. It's got a very minor oil leak from the rocker cover gasket, so I would assume that would just be a new gasket, but even then it hasn't leaked for a long time, and I think it's just residue from a while ago. I may even get away with tightening up the bolts a little and cleaning the old oil off, but we'll see how we go. Here you can see it has definitely only done 98,000 kilometres. And it's a very quiet car to sit in too. Doesn't make heaps of noise, which is fantastic. Fantastic visibility as well. Every car's got their blind spots, and this is no exception, but I mean, I find it to be quite nice. I'll give you a little bit of a rev of the engine. Very smooth. Very smooth. One thing I don't like about this car is obviously it's got a lock. You can't select any kind of gear in the transmission unless you've got the brake to the floor, which is common sense, and I agree with that. But listen to the clunking of the lock that releases when you put your foot on the brake. So I'll just put my foot on the brake and listen to this. Now I think that's something Saab could have done a little bit better on, because that's quite loud. Maybe it's something that's actually wrong with my car. Maybe it's time for a bit of work on that, but I don't think so. I think that's standard. So if you've got a 9.3, please let me know if yours does that as well, because yeah, so it's not a bad thing, it's just annoying. One thing I noticed with this car, beyond about 100 kilometers an hour to about 110 kilometers an hour, the car rides nice, but the steering wheel vibrates like no way you can like imagine how much this vibrates. You're going along in 100 k's an hour, but it's only under acceleration. If you take your foot off the accelerator, or if you brake, if you coast, the car just behaves as normal and does not do anything in regards to vibrating or anything uncomfortable. But as soon as you accelerate past 100 kilometers an hour, it vibrates. I don't know whether this is CV joints or maybe something in the like the steering itself, steering mechanisms itself. So if you've got a similar problem, if you've had it fixed, or if you've got an idea of what it could be, please let me know. I was speaking to a person that I know who used to be a mechanic, and he has informed me that it could be CV joints. So I guess that would explain it only happening at a certain speed under acceleration, but I'll have to see. Air conditioning is fantastic in this. Loud. And so's the heater as well. Forgot to mention this car has heated seats. Oh no, I did mention, but yes, so there's your switches for the heated seats, and right here is where the traction control switch would be. Don't think this car is equipped with it. It's got your air temperature sensor for the cabin, and I'm not too sure what this blank would have been. Possibly sunroof controls. That's another thing this car does not have, is a sunroof. Would have been nice to have, but as soon as I saw this car, this particular car, I fell in love with it, and it didn't matter whether it had one or not. So I'll just turn the car off now. I love this car, it's absolutely fantastic. I'd recommend a Saab to anyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.